Well, happening now, dozens of people who built homes in a faith-based community near Santa Fe are waking up on edge this morning.
Because they're all on the verge of getting evicted. The Glorietta Conference Center's land is being sold. A new owner wants the more than 60 people who live there now out, giving them three options to go ahead and leave. One of them is leave in 3 years, or they could take $40,000 and leave in a few months, or just donate their homes to the church. The new owners say all of these rules were in their leases.
I don't think this is outside. In fact, I don't feel at all that it's outside of the agreement that was signed by each lessee. But I'm sure that there are people that feel upset and hurt over it.
No one recalls ever hearing anything about a 25-year lease.
The new owners say they want the land open so more kids and families can camp there. They've given people living there until the 15th of next month to decide what to do. New this morning at 6:01, some good news when it comes to the wildfires burning here in New Mexico.
Yes, firefighters now have the Thompson Ridge fire in the Jemez fully contained, and that means some of them could actually be headed home today. Nearby in Pecos, firefighters are also getting the upper hand on the Tres Lagunas fire. It is now at least 95% contained. It's burned a little more than 10,000 acres. Unfortunately, the news isn't so good for the Jaroso fire that is burning in the Santa Fe National Forest. It is now at 11,000 acres, and none of this wildfire is contained. Firefighters have attacked the flames from the air because the terrain is so steep. And lastly, the biggest fire burning in New Mexico keeps on getting bigger. The silver fire in the Gila National Forest has charred almost 137,000 acres near Kingston. It is 54% contained this morning. And this right here is Sky News 13 video of some of the new fires that are burning in El Malpais, which is just south of Grants. The National Park Service says they had a total of 3 fires start there recently. The largest fire is called the West Fire, and that is about 10 acres big. Officials say it's burned toward the Cherry fire scar that ripped through the area back in 2002.
Well, in just a few decades, the forests here in New Mexico and all over the Southwest could look a lot different.
And it's for reasons you might not expect. Last night on Special Assignment, we introduced you to Los Alamos National Lab scientist Nate McDowell and his one-of-a-kind tree hospital. Now, he is studying how and why these trees died. McDowell says these trees are doomed to die in about 40 years because of the rising temperatures. He says wildfires and droughts may speed up the process, but the hot temps are what the trees are not used to.
Certainly we've had droughts in the past. For as long as there's been forests, there's been droughts. But the droughts we're experiencing now are very novel because they're warmer.
Now, to watch the entire report, head to our website, KRQE.com, or tune in tonight on 2 Casa Fox starting at 9. Well, there won't be any work today at the main plutonium facility at the Los Alamos National Lab.
And it is all because of safety concerns. Remember back in May, the Nuclear Facility Safety Board noticed things were not being stored correctly at this facility, which is known as PF4. That prompted a review and now the suspension. Supposedly, this has nothing to do with the report that came out recently from the U.S. Department of Energy. It talks about concerns with the lab's ability to weather natural disasters, particularly earthquakes. A few thousand workers in Bernalillo County are now making a little more money. The minimum wage in unincorporated parts of the county is now $8 an hour. That's up 50 cents, and it's going to go up another 50 cents January 1st. The County Commission passed new rules earlier this year to match what Albuquerque City Council did last year. This affects about 2,000 businesses. And New Mexico now has a Silver Alert program for the whole state. It helps let you know when someone who is 50 or older and has Alzheimer's or dementia goes missing. The program puts people's pictures on billboards and uses TV, radio, and social media to help get them home safely. They can also get GPS tracking bands that go on their wrists so emergency workers can find them even faster.
2 Albuquerque police officers are cleared of criminal wrongdoing in the death of a man they tased, and now that man's family is suing the city. Officers David Baca and Andrew Jaramillo were working a domestic violence call in the North Valley back in March of 2011 when they found the suspect, Jerry Perea, riding a bike nearby. The officers tried to get him to the ground, but they say the suspect resisted and attacked them with a wooden cross. After they tased and handcuffed him, Perea stopped breathing. They revived him, but he later died. Now medical investigators say methamphetamine use was the main cause of this man's death. They also say that he was obese and had heart disease. Health officials say Tularemia is affecting humans and cases are on the rise in New Mexico. This is a disease that normally affects animals. So far, 4 people and 6 pets have gotten sick in Santa Fe, McKinley, San Juan, Sandoval, Los Alamos, and Torrance counties. The illness is caused by bacteria found in animals, especially rodents. Symptoms include sudden fever, chills, headaches, muscle aches, and joint pain. Well, this morning, 2 women were camping are safe after a bear tears through their tents. Can you imagine this?
No. The bear went from campsite to campsite at Sugar Right Canyon Park near Raton Sunday before raiding the women's tent. Thankfully, they were able to get out and set their car alarm off. That scared the bear away. Game and Fish killed the bear, saying it was a safety risk. And they now say the bear was apparently attracted to the Lake Alice campground by bird feeders that campers hung. Again, it's another warning. If you're out camping anywhere in the New Mexico wilderness, don't leave any kind of food out because bears are hungry, it's too dry, and they're going to come looking for it. Glad those women are okay. All right, 6:06, you have just a few more months to shop at one Kmart store in Albuquerque. The one on Montgomery, here near Eubank, will shut down in the middle of September because the company decided not to renew its lease with the shopping center. The store has been there since all the way back in 1978. The 19 people who work there will be able to move to the 2 other Kmarts that are still open. The company says it does not plan to shut them down right now.